morning, Panthers. It's Monday, May 8th, and it's time for PPTV. First, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks. You may be seated. If you can play an instrument, props to you. Here's Gabby with a cool story and to tell us why.
Thanks, Give. As Give said, instruments are hard to play. However, there are some instruments that take constant precision to play. Check out this video about some hard instruments to master.
Number 5. Piano. Here's another instrument that requires a fair bit of multitasking. While playing a piano, you must use both hands while simultaneously sight-reading lines of music. Most instruments will have you doing this, but the piano requires 2 lines of music, which can get confusing. While one's left hand is playing bass lines, the right hand is busy forming chords, melodies, or both, although neither role is ever truly set in stone. As with the guitar, there are many different styles of piano to play, each one with its own intricacies and techniques. However, anyone who can master the instrument and level of musical theory that comes with it will have an advantage when they decide to pick up a second instrument. Number 4. Harp. The harp is known for its beautiful and majestic tone, and to the untrained eye, it looks simple enough to play. Not only do you get to sit down, you just have to run your fingers across the strings and wonderful music is heard. Except, not so much. While the actual plucking of strings is simple enough mechanically, the musical theory behind it is demanding. What's more, many forms of harp also incorporate foot pedals used to sharpen or flatten a note, further increasing this instrument's difficulty. Meanwhile, other types of harps have multiple courses or rows of strings. The fact is, keeping the flow on a harp is a challenge that would make anyone turn away. Master it, however, and you'll be able to play music that even angels would love. Number 3. Bagpipes. Most instruments fall into 2 categories, never to be moved or easily carried, but the bagpipes blur the line by being both cumbersome and bulky while being portable by design. If you plan on learning this one, you are going to need some strength and endurance.
Remember, I'm still learning.
Strong lungs are another requirement as you are constantly blowing into and squeezing the bag to get the desired sound, and you're quite likely marching while playing it. Similar to the accordion, bagpipes require constant stimulation in order to continue producing sound. It's an interesting instrument, and the sound it makes is enough to make anyone want to wear a kilt and strap on a sporran, but it's not for the faint of heart. Number 2. French horn. The French horn is a little odd-looking. Because of its spiral shape, you need to have great lung control to be able to push the sound through the entire instrument. This is also an instrument that you need an unbreakable ego to play. Unlike others of its kind, if you don't have the least bit of confidence in your ability, you will not be able to make even a sound. Many horns in general are notorious for their difficulty, but the French horn blows them out of the water. Pun intended. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. Violin. The violin is a musically versatile instrument, and players like Ashley McIsaac make it look almost effortless to play. When it comes to playing the violin, position is everything. Holding a violin in the right position gets tiring, as you have to hold it up with your arm outstretched. When you're playing or changing notes, you need to position your fingers perfectly with no frets to guide you, and the position and pressure of the bow on the strings has to be just as perfect. Being even slightly off with any of these components can lead to a huge shift in tone and performance. Even Lindsay Sterling had trouble with this, as pointed out during her performance on America's Got Talent.
Thanks, Gabby. And now it's time for school news that you can use. Panthers, as we begin another week celebrating mental awareness, the Linkages of Learning office would like everyone to join us for the moment of Zen. Today's message is, each morning we are born again. What we do today matters most. Our Panthers on a Roll party is this Friday, May 12th. Friday, May 12th. Remember, you must be referral free to go. It's almost time for the Parkland Players production of Beauty and the Beast. Join us on May 18th and 19th. Tickets are on sale in the cafeteria during all 3 lunches. If you wait and buy tickets at the door, the price will be $7 for students and $10 for adults. Panthers, did you know that May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? We are currently looking for Asian American and Pacific Island students to be a part of our assembly. If you're interested in doing a dance or skit as a part of our assembly, please see Ms. Keller in room 1314, Ms. Knoll in room 2006, Mr. Gerda in room 1011, or Ms. Grimm in room 2036. That's all for school news. Panthers, have you ever heard of restorative justice? Our current SMOB member, Eric Gersey, wants us to think about it. Here's Gabby with more.
Thanks, Guy. Restorative justice is a system of criminal justice that focuses on the rehabilitation of the offenders through reconciliation with victims and the community at large. Let's listen to Eric's message.
Hey everybody, as AP, IB, HSA, and PARC testing begins, please pause and recognize all the hard work you've put in to get to this point. It truly is hard work, and I commend you. I also want to congratulate Matt Post on his election to serve as your next SMOB. I am confident that Matt will continue to build on the progress that we have made, and I am committed to ensuring a seamless transition occurs over the next few months. In other news, the board met last week and discussed restorative justice, an evolving approach to discipline that involves asking how we can be less punitive and more focused on building a positive school climate. On this important topic, I want to hear from you about what restorative justice means, and so that we can follow up with staff and administrators with our feedback. Thanks for listening.
Be sure to wish these Panthers a stupendous birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Panthers, that's all the time we have for now. Remember the words from Benjamin Franklin. If you're failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you later. PPTV out.